last time they met. And what a joy to behold.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analyst, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. And, of course, the Mavericks come into Oracle Arena, and the crowd is on their feet. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played, and, boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat-out dominated in that game, guys.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
You know, usually defense is the thing that you can rely on for consistency, but not putting forth the effort, things fall apart quickly.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Williams runs point with Matthews to his side. Then it's Bogut. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position.
And for Kevin Durant, guys, when he left Oklahoma City to join the Warriors, he knew he'd face a backlash. I mean, fans in Oklahoma City, some felt betrayed. Critics who said he took the easy way out. But in the end, he went with his gut. He decided to face that criticism and go outside his comfort zone and his safe haven, if you will, in OKC.
And for Durant, his choice to join the Warriors, Greg, seemed to be about winning, but also about the culture that they have developed out there.
Yeah, I mean, the Thunder had often been criticized for the way their offense would at times break down into the quote-unquote hero ball, but The Warriors play an unselfish style. Players who love to pass the ball and who can also get along great off the court. I think that was a huge part of what attracted KD to the Warriors.
Now here's Williams. Barnes screen on Durant. Williams dishes to Barnes. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Kicks it to Barnes. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
You know, probably could have set that screen with a little more force, but it got him just enough room to be able to finish.
Inside, here's Pachulia. That shot off. Nice D from Bogut. Here's Barnes. Bogut sets a screen for Barnes. Some nice passing here by Dallas. No good from Bogut.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Won't go into the books as a block, but certainly had the same effect.
And the shot is good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Let's hope that's never the plan, and certainly not this early in the game. You don't want to let him get on a roll. That can make a long night for you.
And the basket by Curry.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Here's Bogut. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Bogut's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, good defense, but just better offense by Bogut.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. Green with a screen for Durant. The pass to Thompson. And nothing but hair on that one.
Looked like it might drop for him, and you know, that has to frustrate him just a bit. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor.
Here's Finney Smith. And for the Mavericks, Doris, some tough luck with injuries over the last few seasons, sapping their strength come playoff time.
I think, Kevin, they need everything to bounce their way to make a deep playoff run. They're hoping the basketball gods are a little more forgiving this time around.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Doris, when you're starting out in a season, how much time do you give yourself as a team before you start to make adjustments, even think about a trade?
Well, I think you got to give it at least the first 10 games to decide, okay, this is a set we can go to consistently to get a bucket late in games. You know, what defenses are best? Are we better guarding the pick and roll hard out top, or are we better trying to back off a little bit and keep our bigs closer to the rim? Those are things you figure out over the course of the first 10, 15 games.
So like in the NFL, they're always adding plays. They rarely simplify. They usually expand. What about in the NBA? Do they cut back on a playbook? Are they constantly adding, or do they find, like you just said, something they do well and just stick with that?
I think it depends on whether or not you've had continuity in personnel and staff. Obviously, if a new coach comes in, things are going to be completely overhauled. Do I have a group of veterans who have been in this particular system before? So much is contingent on what is your team made up of.
Well said.
There's some of that trademark consistency of his at the free throw line.
Williams passes to Finney Smith. Screen by Bogut. Outside Matthews. Drops in the tray.
Everyone knows the catch and shoot game of Wes Matthews is lethal. Gives the defense no time to react.
Then Pachulia with the dunk.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Williams against Curry. Williams dishes to Matthews. Screen by Bogut. Nobody near Barnes. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got 5 now.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Not the strongest play defensively, though. I mean, he was taken out by that screen far too easily.
Now, here's Thompson. Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Boy, this feels like a developing game of one-upsmanship. Love to see teams try to outdo each other like this.
Here's Williams. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Curry outside. And that's collected by Bogut. Bogut's got his third rebound on the night. Barnes can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Curry. And the basket is good. He has 5.
This guy is such an offensive talent. The points will always be there for him. That much we know.
Williams kicks to Bogut. Durant against Barnes. Back to Bogut. They shoot again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the defender was a little out of position there, sends Bogut to the line.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
The first one falls. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. And Bogut drops them both.
And this Warriors team so dominant on so many levels. But for me, what energizes them is that fluidity and that unselfishness of their offense. I mean, it's so much fun to play that way, and that joy feeds into every aspect of the game.
Another miss by Curry.
Ill-advised shot there.
You know, I really expected him to swing that one back around.
Barnes passes to Matthews, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Matthews has got 5 points so far.
The defense surrounding Matthews, he doesn't care, just looks so comfortable inside.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Green kicks to Durant. Pass to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Outside Durant. From past the arc. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. He's got 8. And the Warriors with such terrific decision-making and ball movement. It's hard to beat them playing old-school isolation offense.
And modern NBA defenses make it hard to score that way. Meanwhile, the Warriors are able to create open looks time and time again with their skill level and constant motion.
Ball's knocked loose. Barnes against Durant. Out to the right wing. Curry kicks to Green. This one for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Bogut's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Barnes against Durant. Barnes passes to Williams. Just his first attempt. And the shot falls short this time.
The guy, that's the shot he'll take again if he's given the chance. We all know he can knock that down.
Fast break, Dallas. Matthews leading the charge. The putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Well, it's no doubt. It's so much easier to run your offense if the defense is not trying to take away any of your options.
A different look for Dallas. Measury comes in for Andrew Bogut. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Williams. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Now McGee still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Curry kicks to Thompson for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 4. Harris with it. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Measury. Barnes outside. Not going to go that time. And Golden State will come the other way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
McGee is screen. Durant kicks to Curry. From 15 feet away. Misses off the left iron. Mavericks trailed by 4. Barnes dishes to Harris. Measury, the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Measury. Harris against Green. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Another 3 for Dallas.
It looked like they were willing to give him that three-point shot, and he doesn't blink. Drills it right in their eye.
Curry kicks to McGee. McGee sets the pick for Thompson. Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Dallas has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first.
You know, give Klay Thompson a tremendous amount of credit for not only knowing his role but accepting it. I mean, he is the perfect sidekick to go along Steph Curry. And you know, some people talk about maybe he goes somewhere else to be a bigger star. He is a superstar in our league. He just accepts the fact that maybe I won't get every individual accolade in order to chase the hardware. And kudos to him, because there's not any jealousy that's really accumulated over time between he and Steph. It's more of a brothership and respect that they have, and that's why they've been one of the more dominant teams we've ever seen. How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Different look here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Ian Clark's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Seth Curry comes in for Wesley Matthews. Now here is McGee. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. McGee is screen. West can't hit.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Clark. It's good from the top of the key. The Mavericks trailing. Harris passes to Measury. He kicks it to Powell. Here's Barnes. And another shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Doris, we have seen so many great dunkers in the NBA. Who would you say is the best dunker right now in the game?
Oh, I would put it into 2 categories. I would say the highlight reel type guy like Zach LaVine, capable of the creative and spectacular, or the powerful guys like a Blake Griffin, who when he's bearing down on you in transition, you're thinking, I want no part of that man.
How did you like the dunk contest at the All-Star game between Gordon and LaVine?
I'll tell you this, I think that dunk contest is going to make it attractive to the rest of the guys around the
Good
NBA.
Point. Good point. Barnes hits them both. And you know, you look at the depth of the Warriors, never mind their dominant starting five, Greg. Their reserves are as good as some starting units in the NBA.
And for some teams, that can cause problems, where guys aren't playing as much as they feel they deserve. When you're playing for a team that's competing for a championship, though, players understand that some sacrifice is required.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
I'll tell you, what a battle. Neither team giving an inch. The lead changing hands back and forth.
Now here is Harris. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
I'll tell you, Kevin, you have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
That one good for 2. West has got his first 2 points of the night. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Measury. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And for the Mavericks, boy, a lot of pain before they finally broke through with their 2011 NBA championship. You remember 06, right? They were up 2-0 over the Heat. The newspapers already publishing the parade route, and then Miami wins 4 straight.
And you talk about the tough years for the Mavs. How about 2007, Doris? A league best 67 wins, and they bow out to the 8th seed Warriors in the first round.
Boy, we remember that well, Kevin. The first ever 1-8 seed upset in a 7-game series. Nowitzki had won the MVP that year and had to accept it after they'd been eliminated, face the music as the true pro he is, only to get revenge in 2011 and win it all.
Now here's Livingston. He dishes it to McGee. Picked by West. McGee's shot is off.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
I'll tell you, just his mere presence inside, his instincts for altering shots, exceptional.
Anderson against Iguodala. Anderson dishes to Powell. It's rebounded by Livingston.
He should have made that, guys. The defense was okay, but he had no excuse not to finish.
Here's Clark. At the top of the key, Iguodala. Down low. It's intercepted. Harris outside. And that's not going to go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Mavericks on top, up 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too, not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Well, any deficiencies in their play have been masked by their ability to create second chance opportunities. This is a hard-working bunch.
A lot of defense at the forward spot with Iguodala and Green. Curry is out there with Livingston, and it's West in at the center position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Anderson the screen. Williams, that's for two, and it doesn't even draw on. Golden State's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Green, the screen. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. They double-team Curry. Powell with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's a reason Dirk Nowitzki is still going strong as he closes in on 40 years of age. He said the summers are a beast. Get up in the morning, leave the kids, and go work out like a maniac. But I feel good. Trying to find a good mix where I stay in shape, but I don't overwork. Try anything at this point and see if it works. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. A true professional. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. Some changes for Golden State. Pachulia, he's checked in for West, and it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. The Warriors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Right at the free throw line. Again, Williams missing.
Yeah, that's the shot he'll take, again, if he's given the chance. We all know he can knock that down.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And, you know, certainly the culture of the NBA and basketball has seen some shifts over the last couple decades. Doris, when you look at the game today, how do you think it's changed? And where do you think it's going?
But I think from a strategy standpoint, the biggest change in the NBA culture is that it's going smaller and faster. It's trending toward positionless players where guys can shift among 3-4 positions at a time. And then the other part of the neat thing is, in this day and age of social media, from the off-the-court stuff, we're starting to see these guys become fashion icons.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
I think it's remarkable. Every season, the Mavericks find a way to be competitive. They haven't had a losing record since before the turn of the century. This is one of the best franchises in the league.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
Fabulous find by Darren Williams. What incredible vision.
The dish to Pachulia. Curry outside. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Doris, you think of the greatness of this franchise from 2000 on. 11 consecutive seasons with 50-plus wins. I mean, what's been the key?
Well, I think, Kevin, it's ownership and the front office that has a die-hard commitment to winning. I mean, great players, especially Dirk Nowitzki, that helps. And Rick Carlisle, one of the best coaches in the NBA, a master tactician.
And here is Williams after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. They set the pick. Williams with the ball. Now Green defending. Powell for 3. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Thompson. 7 points in the game.
Just the rise and fire. He takes advantage of his size to come into the mid-range and make a jumper.
And another young Canadian making a name for himself, Dwight Powell, the 45th pick in the 2014 draft. He played at Stanford and showing that he's, Doris, a player to watch.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, basically a throw-in that Rajon Rondo trade, but the 6'11" athletic big man has some shooting touch, and he just needs to fill out that frame so that he can absorb an 82-game schedule in the NBA.
First one falls for him.
I think Powell is an exciting prospect, has a phenomenal understanding of the game. I think he'll make big improvements with time.
And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. Matthews, he's checked in for Dallas. one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Warriors trail. Outside Curry. Now the feed to Pachulia. They set the pick. Durant for 3. And Darren Williams pulls it down.
That was an extremely weak screen. I mean, he clearly didn't want to sacrifice his body right there.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He's been somewhat off this quarter, but the desire to score is evident.
And Matthews kicks to Williams. And Pachulia pulls it down.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Anderson with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Matthews passes to Finney-Smith. They set the screen. Outside Williams. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
No, still a very tough cover. Darren Williams, the 3-time All-Star.
Inside, got a piece of it. Powell with the steal. And Matthews kicks to Williams. Finney-Smith. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Curry dishes to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. Mavericks leading by 6. Outside Williams. Anderson the screen. Williams passes to Anderson. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's the screen. Launches it. Here's Powell. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Mavericks.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Warriors trail by 6. Curry kicks to Thompson. Looking to end the drought, and the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's Curry. Softly drops in the floater. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Went with the teardrop, and the timing had to be just right on the release, and it was.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Dallas. Harrison Barnes comes in for Anderson. For Dallas, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And going back to when you were growing up, Doris, which players did you admire and look up to?
Magic Johnson. I was a point guard. I obviously didn't have Magic's size, but I loved how much Magic wanted to make the people around him feel great about playing the game. And just with a smile on his face, you know, we all love and are passionate about the NBA and playing the game of basketball. And so he was a guy I really loved.
Well, no one enjoys the game more than you. I'm just being around you, watching you broadcast. I know you love it. At all levels, you love the game.
If they're tipping it up, Kevin, I'd like to be there.
You're watching, that's right. This is to Curry. Lets it go from 11.
How about the size of Darren Williams, especially for a point guard? Such an advantage defensively.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Finished off the break. Thompson's got 11.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, what a season 2015-16 turned into for Zaza Pachulia. Acquired by Dallas for a heavily protected second-round pick, he filled that starting role admirably and was instrumental in helping the Mavericks make the playoffs.
Ian Clark's checked in for the Warriors. And Dallas also making a switch. Evan Harris is checked in for Williams. Dallas leading by 5. And Pachulia nearly voted an all-star starter in the West last season.
How about, Kev, a big social media movement drove a lot of the votes for him, and something he wasn't ever really involved in. Just shows how much people appreciate his game, though. Not a big numbers guy, but he impacts winning.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Harris outside. Feeds it to Matthews. Kicks it to Powell. Good D by Thompson.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That's your home. That's the area you simply have to protect.
No good from Clark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now here's Bogut. He feeds it to Powell. The pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Barnes has got 14.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Thompson is double. Pachulia dishes to Green. Thompson passes to Green. Back to Thompson. Pass to Durant. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris kicks to Bogut. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Matthews. There's a good screen. Bogut dishes to Powell. Count it. Good. And it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. Shoots a fader. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thompson's got 11 points in the quarter.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Here's Powell. Second chance shot, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the Warriors with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. And Dallas also making a switch. Measury's checked in.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
For 3, Durant finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Boy, you give him that kind of space, he's going to make you pay for it.
Harris kicks to Powell. Passes it to Measury. Barnes outside. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Durant. Over in the corner, Livingston. West kicks to Durant. He dishes it to Clark. 3-pointer. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Matthews. Good chance here for Barnes. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Barnes has got 4 points this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The dish to West. He kicks to Clark. McGee is screened. Clark the pass to West. Measury with the rebound. Measury's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Barnes with another miss.
You know, after draining a 3-pointer in the first, he's been unable to capitalize since.
Livingston dishes to McGee. Back to Livingston. There's the feed to West. And it's in there. West has got his second basket of the night. And Dallas coach Rick Carlisle signed a 5-year extension last season. The Mavericks said they want him to be at the helm for as long, Doris, as he wants to be there.
Well, Kevin, he becomes the third longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich and Eric Spoelstra. And the Mavs see him as a top 3 coach in the league. You'd be hard-pressed to argue with them.
Livingston kicks to Clark. Dishes to Livingston. Feeds it to McGee. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
That would be the smart thing. Let's see if they realize it.
Now here is Harris, looking for his first basket still in this one. And Matthews gets it to go.
Now Matthews with the fantastic jumper right in the eye of the defender.
Picked by West. Here's Durant. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Come on, as a defender, you have got to fight harder to get through that screen and stay with your man.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Matthews, no one around him, sinks the three-pointer. Matthews has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
I love seeing Wes Matthews pull it from deep. When he's got his feet under him, you know it's going in.
McGee a screen. Durant for 3. That one doesn't drop.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at it, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Mavericks lead by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Harrison's shots definitely falling in the first half. How did you guys get it going?
Just us playing off each other, trying to get to the basket, trying to work it around. When it's balanced scoring like we have tonight, everyone tries to,
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaq and Kenny. And an exciting time of the year as one of the first games of the regular season is halfway through. Harrison Barnes was the man in the first. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, it's good to be physical, but there's a line that you don't want to cross. You can't constantly give up free throw chances by fouling guys too aggressively. You have to get back in this game by staying poised, smart, and avoid fouling.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it back to Kevin Harlan and crew. They are standing by courtside.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. And Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
And in terms of points in that first half, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Well, he's given us every reason to anticipate big scoring outbursts, and tonight no exception.
Warriors trail by 7. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Williams runs point with Matthews to his side. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogut. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
Here's Curry. Drops in the breakaway layup. Curry's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Warriors. Dallas leading by 5. Outside Williams. Thompson against Matthews. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Wes Matthews suffering a torn Achilles 2 seasons ago. Despite that, the Mavericks, Doris, gave him a 4-year max contract going into last season.
I think what they were doing, Kevin, was betting on his toughness. And you think about, he was back in action surprisingly quickly, but wasn't as effective last season. And he'll have to continue to improve his play to justify that top dollar contract.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you think of guys who are 3-and-D wings. Wes Matthews, throughout his career, has been one of the league's best. A prolific shooter and tremendously physical on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Green. Kicks to Thompson. Lock at 6. Shot from free throw range. Good D by Matthews. And Wesley Matthews very capable from long range, but that's not all he does offensively, Doris.
No, Kevin, he's gotten much better attacking the closeout and stepping in to hit that mid-range jumper. He also looks to use his strength, going to work on the low block.
Stolen by Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Dallas leading by 7. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Bogut with a screen on Thompson. Matthews passes to Bogut. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bogut's got 6 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Curry against Williams. Curry kicks to Thompson. Outside Durant. Back to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Thompson again missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen the Warriors become a powerhouse franchise, but sometimes great teams can overlook opponents. Coach Kerr takes a cue from Greg Popovich and talks about what he calls appropriate fear. Draymond Green explained, you're not going to be scared or back down from anyone, but have appropriate fear, which just means respect them. Respect that they can beat you. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. It's always about focus.
An NBA all-rookie first team, and then much later, an NBA champion. Bogut's had every other kind of season in between.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. And Dallas with a change here, too. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matthews. No good on the second free throw. And Andre Iguodala isn't the first option in offense he once was, Greg, but he still can come up with the occasional big game and clutch shot when he's out there in crunch time.
Yeah, he doesn't always start, but tends to finish games for the Warriors. One of the more clutch players at hitting big shots at the end. Always steps up in a huge way for the marquee matchup.
Now, here's Green. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Pachulia. Dallas has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Williams dishes to Curry. Barnes outside. To the middle from the stripe. No good off the front iron.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Picked by Pachulia. Iguodala, the pass to Curry. Releases from 15. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. He feeds it to Bogut. On the wing, Barnes. He's covered by Iguodala. Goes up off. Oh!
Oh, my. He's just getting nasty on him now, fellas.
You know, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out the really slick moves. That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Timeout called the Warriors. One of the stories here, Harrison Barnes getting it done today.
Boy, the pace, the flow, the rhythm, it's really remarkable to watch. When he's in this kind of zone, it's a long night for the defenders.
Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart.
And right now, there's nothing the defense can do. You can see them stretching further and further out to guard him beyond the arc, but he just keeps knocking down big three after big three. As a fan, you love it. And as a defender, you just hope it ends soon.
Green, the screen. Iguodala against Anderson. Down low, here's Pachulia. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
Kev, how about the concentration from Pachulia? Bounces off the contact easily and connects on that shot.
And out of the Republic of Georgia, Pachulia, a late second-round pick back in 2003. He's carved out, Doris, a very solid career.
Yeah, I mean, Kev, listen, we're talking great IQ and toughness. Works hard on the glass, sets good screens. He's not a big-time scorer or shot blocker, but he's very effective playing that pivot position.
Now, here's Anderson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
He really does a very good job of extending out to the shooter, but always under control.
Here's Pachulia. He has 6. And here is Williams. Over to the left wing. Screen by Bogut. Finney-Smith passes to Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Warriors trail by 8. Green kicks to Thompson. No good on the 3.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Iguodala against Anderson. Finney-Smith, great positioning on the putback. 12 points for him.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Thompson. He's got 16. Picked by Pachulia. Curry outside. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Fires from the wing. That one doesn't go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Pachulia with the screen on Bogut. It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
You know, clearly out of rhythm. He's pressing the issue right now. I'd like to see him get his teammates involved. A room service assist to cap that possession. That pass was right on target.
And the Warriors with possession here after the Mavericks pick up 3.
More times than not, that shot is going down. Definitely surprised he bricked it.
Williams for 3. Offensive rebound. Warriors trailed by 13. From deep, Green. And he lays it straight in. Pachulia's got 8.
I'll tell you, they've played an uneven brand of basketball, but he's scorching the nets.
Over to the wing. A reverse. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Once they allow him to get that deep, it's over. Turn the lights out.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's West. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
West, 2.
He misses the free throw. Mavericks making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Mavericks leading by 12. Harris passes to Matthews. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
Free throw, good. Matthews.
Well, Wes Matthews, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, an amazing perimeter scorer who loves playing on the defensive end.
Both free throws good from Matthews. Warriors trail by 14. Green, the screen. Now here's Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Iguodala. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
That is high percentage offense. Get the ball into the paint, pound them inside.
Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. There's the pick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Curry's got 10. Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Green kicks to Clark, and it's blocked.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And here's Matthews from the arc. Harris passes to Mejri, and it goes down 2 points. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in.
Kevin Durant.
It's Iguodala with the drive. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Harris passes to Finney-Smith. Outside Curry. Pass to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Harris kicks to Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. There's the 3. Matthews with the rebound. Dallas leading by 14. Passes it to Harris. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Livingston. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And let's check out the numbers for Livingston. Last season's performance for him. He put up about 6 points per game last season. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Steph Curry's checked in for Ian Clark. He hits both from the stripe. Now Curry. He's got 18. To the left wing. Here's Livingston. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Livingston's got his first basket of the night. Mavericks leading by 14. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Matthews. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Boy, very surprising he clanked that one. Everybody in the building thought that was down.
Durant the pass to Iguodala. 1:44 left to play in the third. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Warriors have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Dallas. And both free throws good for West. Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a look here at the shot chart.
And the story of the game for him has really been painful. I mean, he's tried to get things going, but for whatever reason, between the defense and just his rhythm tonight, the touch just hasn't been there.
That one is off. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Mavericks leading by 14. There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Now the pass to Measury. Dallas moving the ball around. They set the screen. 5 on the clock. Barnes kicks to Measury. Doesn't go for him. Durant with some nice D. Warriors shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Harris outside. On the wing, Barnes. It's Matthews on the wing. Pass to Mejri. Harris outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Livingston. Good D by Matthews.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
Boy, if you're going to challenge him in the lane, you better go strong.
Curry against Harris. The dish to Matthews. Takes the three. They get it back. And the rejection by Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Matthews dishes to Barnes. Here's Curry. It's tipped. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Dallas leading by 14. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep playing. Take turnovers out of the game, all right? Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Mavericks leading by 14. Clay and Iguodala, the potent wing pair. Durant is out there with Pachulia, and it's Livingston in at the 1. That's the Warriors' 5.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
What a brutal stretch for him, just trying to work his way out of it, which is harder than it sounds.
Here's Thompson. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Devin Harris.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
Yeah, and you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
Thompson no good on the free throw. Maverick shooting 43% from the field. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Durant's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. Williams with the ball, guarded now by Durant. Here's Bogut, shoots, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And with his troubles at the free throw line, probably best to foul Bogut when he gets in close.
That free throw missing. Second free throw, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Livingston passes to Iguodala. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Fantastic passing from Pachulia, dropping dimes for a big man.
Williams kicks to Barnes. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Livingston with it. There's the pick. He kicks it to Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality. All of a sudden, the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Williams kicks to Barnes. Back to Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Just physically imposing point guard. Darren Williams can be a load inside.
Durant kicks to Thompson. Now the feed to Pachulia. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Screen by Bogut. Williams passes to Finney-Smith. Barnes against Iguodala. Here's Bogut. And Durant sends it back. Here's Harris. Here's Thompson. To the paint. Here's Durant. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
You know, they found a way to compose themselves on both ends of the floor, and that's what's really powered this run.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. And here is Williams. On the wing, Barnes. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. That's 23 points for Harrison Barnes.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Curry dishes to Thompson. Goes up the baseline. That's good on the jump shot. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really carried the momentum from the last game right to this one. He is rolling.
And it's good, 2 points.
This is one of the more physically imposing point guards in the game. Darren Williams finishes through contact.
Curry kicks to Green. And the 3 ball is good.
Boy, somehow he wound up all by himself behind the arc. Clearly a missed assignment on the defensive end. Coach will not be happy.
Now here's Williams. Dishes it to Bogut. The shot's good. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And really aggressive inside. Bogut making a strong move.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Feeds it to Curry. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And they're going to keep going to him. You can be sure of that. I mean, he'll be option number 1 every time down the rest of the way.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks to Bogut. Harris against Thompson. 4 on the clock. A baseline J. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Well, the former 5th overall pick out of Wisconsin back in 2004, Devin Harris, still effective as a slashing combo guard.
And he knocks down the first one. And Harris, not much of a shooter. He's best, Doris, attacking the rim.
Yeah, Kev, I think we're talking about a long-limbed and athletic guy. And defensively, he can guard point guards and 2 guards. Good pickpocket as well. A lot to like here.
And Harris drops them both. Warriors trail by 7. Curry passes to Thompson. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
The Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Barnes dishes to Williams. And Durant sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Barnes. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half. Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Green, but Julia kicks to Curry. Harris against Thompson. Back to Durant. No one near him. He can't hit that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In their next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Barnes against Durant. Shot clock at 5. Williams, that's for 2. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Devin Harris. Warriors trail by 9. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Williams kicks to Bogut. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Pachulia. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Free throw no good for Bogut. And Deron Williams once in the conversation for the best point guards in the NBA. Doris, unfortunately, injuries have been a constant concern with him.
Yeah, I mean, he's lost some of that quickness that made that crossover so deadly. And he doesn't live in the lane punishing people with his frame like he did early. But he's still a master in the pick and roll. And when he's right, he can contribute at a very high level.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for Golden State, Draymond Green. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one.
You know, we've had point forwards in the league before, but Draymond Green really in a lot of ways is a new breed of a point forward. I mean, he does it as an undersized power forward. It does it on a team that plays at an extremely high tempo. And remember, he's also asked oftentimes to guard centers and post players. And so when you factor in the overall versatility that he brings to your roster, he's as valuable as anybody in our league.
Barnes outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Iguodala's got 4 rebounds in this game. And with Green, so often you'll see him grab a rebound, bring it up the floor, then set up the score. He really looks like a point guard.
Yeah, passes as well as any lead guard in our league, has a great idea of the moment, knows exactly when and where everyone is on the floor, and minimizes his turnovers as well, and has a terrific assist-to-turnover ratio.
4 on the shot clock. A 3 from Barnes, but he gets it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Williams passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Bogut, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First free throw is good.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
And Bogut drops them both. Warriors trail by 10. Now a timeout called by Golden State. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin will see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. Passes it to Iguodala. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. And again, no good by Golden State.
Yeah, his shot's been out of sync, and it really has held them back tonight.
Now Williams. He dishes it to Barnes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Williams.
Well, the 3rd pick in the 2005 draft, Aaron Williams was chosen right before another point guard, Chris Paul, and so often has been compared to him.
And Williams drops them both. Warriors trail by 12. And Thompson kicks to Green. Back to Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Shooting for Golden State, Klay Thompson. 2.
First one falls for him. What do you think is the most difficult thing about being a rookie that they have to face, Doris, in the transition from the college game to the pro game?
I'm interested in your response as well. I mean, the first 2 things that come to mind for me are physicality and length of season. Do you think that those are probably the 2 toughest adjustments?
Absolutely, but I also think that intangible is that being a what's it mean to be a professional? Because don't you think it covers the way you handle your off time, the way you practice, interact with the press? I mean, it's so multidimensional. Learning to be a pro just does not happen overnight.
Is there any better compliment in any field than to have someone say, that's a pro right there?
The best. Agreed. The best. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing. Warriors trail by 10. Durant kicks to Iguodala. Thompson in the post. Curry meets him. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Iguodala. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Durant against Williams. And Curry has it in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And then Durant with the jam.
I'll tell you, solid low post passing made all the difference on that last possession.
And the pass to Barnes. Unable to get that one. Excellent D here by Iguodala. To the paint. Here's Green. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the inside. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
Yeah, and a smart move to continue going through him down the stretch. Ride the hot hand as far as it will take him.
Durant with a screen on Williams. Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Shooting for Golden State, Draymond Green. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And here are the Mavericks now. At one point, they led by 16. Barnes outside. Pass to Williams. To the middle, stolen by Thompson. Inside, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Such a clutch move. Could be the deciding factor in how this one plays out.
Finney Smith passes to Barnes. He was all alone on that one. Barnes has got 7 now in this quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Green, the screen. It's stolen by Bogut. Williams with the ball. Barnes outside. There's a screen by Williams. Barnes kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 5. The dish to Williams. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside Williams. Bogut dishes to Barnes. Bogut sets a screen for Barnes. Off the pick. The offensive rebound. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Kevin Durant.
And it's the craftiness of Bogut. All it took was a tiny up fake.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
He shows the killer instinct and puts the game away at the line.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 9. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. David West, he's checked in for Green. Ian Clark comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Harris kicks to measure. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
At the line for Mavericks, Saul Vision. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. That one falls, so he hits both of them. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Here's West. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Shooting for Golden State, David West, 2.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Harris. Stripped it away. Three-pointer. No good. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Andrew, you've been called underrated so often, now it's overrated. What do you think about that?
I don't really care what the media say. I'm overrated, underrated, injury prone. I'm good enough, I'm not good enough, so it doesn't really matter. As long as we keep winning games, I really don't care. I'm not a stats guy, so for all the fantasy players out there, I don't care about fantasy. I'm just trying to win games.
That's going to make a lot of fantasy people very disappointed, but I suspect you don't care. Congratulations, Andrew. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, Harrison Barnes. Talk about setting the table. What a monster first half he had. Forced the defense into adjustments and caused all sorts of problems trying to contain him.
I'll tell you what, he was not one of the guys the fans thought they would beat them. But that's exactly what happened. He went out there and played the best game of his life. And it's the #1 reason they're walking out of that building with a win.
He was a threat every time they fed him the ball. He was in attack mode offensively. So much confidence. Wow, unbelievable.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.